Hello traders and welcome back to the Rich Spirit channel for another weekly forex analysis. In this video guys, we are gonna check some of the most traded forex pairs plus some US indexes, gold and some other very interesting pairs. So let's get started first with the Euro USD and then we'll switch to the other ones. So Euro USD, I'm on the daily chart, actually weekly. You can see very interesting doji candle right here, but that's not the most important. The most important is that we're in a uptrend, which looks like a correction of the very downtrend which we had the previous year. Now let's check out the daily chart. Let's zoom it in. Let's draw the Fibonacci 2 from the beginning of this downtrend impulse. So we are currently of the, around the 50% zone area of the Fibonacci tool. So what we can expect this week is maybe a correction to the downside or a continuation to the 61.8 zone area, and that is our plan. So we will see our continuation. We have FOMC this week or a pullback to these previous support areas. Now, the first thing I want you to pay attention to is this daily support area. So pullback to this area or these two highs will be interesting for another further bullish continuation. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Currently we have the dark cloud pattern, which is a reversal pattern, so such a correction is pretty possible since we are in a bullish trend. Be careful with these shorts. Maybe just some scalp trades you can take. What else? If we start making some serious corrections, we see two of the levels align with the support and resistance that we have drawn. We can also pay attention to this area right here. And let's see what the market will show us. So this is not the most interesting market yet. We can scalp on the 1 hour chart, the 4 hour chart. As you can see, very interesting price action on the 1 hour chart. Currently seems like we are breaking this trend line, so probably the price will continue a little bit to the downside, at least to these previous lows and mini support area. So that's it for this market, guys. Let's move to GBP USD. You see that similar situation we have on the GBP USD, currently at a resistance zone. So if we break this zone, we are definitely going to test the previous resistance. If we resist the zone, then we're going back probably to this support area, and that's what I expect. From there we can have the double top pattern or some further consolidation phase. And that's it for this market, guys. Let's move to the next one and let that be the Euro GBP. I will not pay too much attention on it, but since we have rejected the resistance area, probably the price will continue to the next support zone, which is, first we have one mini support zone right here, and then we have the daily support zone right here. And I used to have a trade on this pair with entry somewhere here, I believe, since we have broke this previous low, and a stop loss somewhere here, but then I got stopped out, so I'm right now not in a trade in this market, but it will probably continue to the downside, hitting this little support zone right here. If not, of course, we have a very attractive resistance zone right here and an area of consolidation where price can stay for a while. Now let's move on to USD CAD and see what we have there. In my opinion, nothing really interesting here, but this support area, so price might be attracted to it once again. Yeah, for another bullish attempt, continuation, all the way back to this trend line. So that is an interesting setup. Of course, we can also start going back higher. But that is definitely not an interesting chart. We have USD JPY right here. This is the 4-hour chart. Let's move to the daily chart. As you can see, very nice bullish trend and a serious correction to the downside. Now, if we have to measure the Fibonacci correction, I would probably use this low right here. And as you can see, we have reached the 61.8% zone area, so we have a good chance for the price to continue go bullish. But first, we have to break one interesting channel, which now you will see on the 4-hour chart. So when we switch to the 4-hour, this is what we see. This is the bearish channel that we are currently at. So you can see that the battle for the breakout have already started. If the price breaks bullish, probably will continue to these previous highs and this previous resistance. Let's go to the daily and see, can we draw this resistance a little lower? Yes, we can. Why not? So we can match better the latest price action. So this should be the target for the bulls. But if we go bearish, then we definitely should chase the bearish continuation inside the channel, which gives also a very nice bearish opportunities. So the breakout in this week's news and events will play a huge role in the direction of the USD JPY. So let's move now to the next chart. Let's see something more interesting, guys. Euro JPY, I haven't checked this chart, but currently price is in a consolidation box. So before we have a breakout from this box, we don't have a serious trades to play, except buying the lows and selling the highs. But that's not my favorite setup. Okay, what else we can say about this trade? Well, something like a head and shoulders you can see, but definitely not the best one. Also a very nice uptrend, so probably continuation will be the most reasonable thing right here. Okay, and that's it for this chart, guys. Now let's switch to gold and the US indexes. 3, 2. Okay, so we are back on gold and I'm on the daily chart. Currently the price is at a heavy bullish trend, so if you guys can see, we have broken this resistance, mini resistance area, and we are definitely looking for longs all the way to the previous high right here. But if we zoom in, we can see something interesting. First is this bearish engulfing pattern on the daily chart, and second, if we go to the 4-hour chart, we can see that price was moving in this bullish channel. After that, it started breaking the channel and created this beautiful rising wedge pattern, which in our pattern and trading strategy is a very nice reversal pattern for a short trade. So my current setup is I have sold the pair somewhere here with a stop loss above this little resistance and targeting all the way down to this previous support area. And that is my current trade. I hope it will get in profit. If not, the price have pretty nice space to the upside, and if the news this week and the traders are choosing the gold to continue its rise, then we're okay. Price will hit the stop loss and will continue probably to this upper resistance area. Of course, price can make even a deeper correction all the way to 1880 or even 1800, 1800s, which is a very interesting zone. And if we draw the Fibonacci tool, guys, we can check that price still haven't corrected much, so we can also see such a correction to the downside. That would be very interesting to see before further gold bullish continuation. And that's it for this market, guys. I'm currently bearish on this chart, but let's see what the market have prepared for us for this week. So let's move to the next chart and let that be the US indexes. I will inform you how this trade played out the next week. So the US indexes, we're starting with the US 30. As you can see, we have a breakout above this trend line, and currently very interesting pattern on the daily chart. So let's clean this chart a little bit, and we already have this wedge pattern, or this pennant pattern, which is not that much profitable, but gives about 55% chance the price will continue go bullish. So if we break out from this trade bullish, then we can ride this all the way to these previous highs and even a little bit higher. The same thing if the price makes two more waves and finish the symmetrical triangle pattern. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves, and on the sixth wave we usually break out, we can also get a pretty nice profit to the upside, nearly as big as is the size of the whole pattern. So that's a nice trade. So I will mark my triangle right now and move to the next chart. That's it for now. On the other chart, guys, also a very serious bullish price action. As you can see here, we already have the double bottom pattern, the left bottom and the second bottom. Also, I expect a little bit of retracement right here, which will match with the retracement of in the triangle in the previous chart. So a little retest here on this support zone and a continuation bullish, for example, all the way back to these previous highs would be amazing trade if we catch such a huge move. On the S&P 500 daily chart, similar situation. We have broken a very important downtrend line, and currently we only need a little retest so we can ride the next wave to the upside, probably to these previous highs, and why not even to this previous resistance. So let's make it longer and make it as a potential target for our bullish setup. Same thing on the German 30 and the other trades here. After a little bit of correction, we can get a pretty nice bullish opportunity for a long trade. And we also had the UK 100, which also have broken a major resistance. So after a little bit of pullback to the downside, we can look for bullish opportunities. So if we mark this flag pattern, and if we wait for a proper breakout, we can get a pretty nice bullish continuation, minimum to this previous high. And that's it for this market, guys. That's it for all markets. That's it for all the week. I wish you successful trading, happy trading, smash these trades, and don't ever chase, don't don't break your rules, only wait for the patterns to appear and strike when you're ready, when it's time to execute. So peace and see you in the next video.